Well, the trains still run through Brookhaven, southward to New Orleans, northward to Memphis and beyond. Of course, it was the railroad that gave birth to Brookhaven as one of the 10-mile stations on the New Orleans, Jackson, and Great Northern Railroad in the early 1800s. Vast amounts of Mississippi timber shipped from Brookhaven on that railroad, as well as cotton. And people coming here on the railroad to make this place their home. Hence the sign that was put up downtown beside the railroad decades ago. Brookhaven, a home-seeker's paradise. They still come here, and they stay. People who were just passing through, some of them, paying a courtesy call in Brookhaven, after driving around a bit, decided to never leave. That's exactly what happened to Bill and Teresa Soanes. Bill's the president of the Bank of Brookhaven, but 30 years ago he was just on his way through town to his real destination when he stopped as a favor to an old friend who wanted to offer him a job here. Bill and Teresa got to town a little early and drove around before the appointment, and that's all it took.
And as we just drove through Brookhaven, it's so beautiful. And I just thought, oh, I can see me living here. And I was so sad in my heart because I knew he was going to take the other job.
When we pulled up for a stop in front of the bank, my wife said, this would be a great place to live and raise a family.
The Richardsons had retired. They could live any place, but they chose to settle just outside Brookhaven on some acreage.
Our kids were grown and gone and doing their thing, and we looked around and said, where is there between Virginia and Texas that we'd like to be? And after doing a lot of searching with realtors, found a size community and found a property that we're looking for. I think in my case, the main thing I find is that rare combination of it's just the right size. You know, you've got most of the conveniences, and yet you have the small size. And someone who fought traffic in New York and Philadelphia for years to have a backup of 3 cars is really nice. And the people down here have just been absolutely super.
Yeah. How about you, man?
It's the prettiest little town in the state, if not the country. And the people are nice.
Dr. Patterson transplanted himself here also. Good dentists are needed anywhere, and he could have gone anywhere, but he came and stayed in Brookhaven.
I like the Christian community we have here. You know, there's lots of good churches here, really are. And you're not really afraid of your kids going out and playing in the yard or going down the street, or you don't really think about that, you know. And if nothing else, you know somebody's going to watch out after them. You can call somebody and say, are you at your house? Yeah, they're at my house. You don't even think about that, you know, no problem, which is good. I like kind of being the big fish in a small pond. That kind of appeals to me. I like going to Walmart or wherever I'm going, and I know 15 people, 20 people. I mean, it's one of those hard to get through in an hour because you have to stop and shake hands and do whatever kind of thing. So that's nice.
And the beautiful thing about our town is not only is it beautiful just looking at it, but it's full of wonderful people. We have so many strong churches in our area. And the churches are just filled with people who love the Lord, they love their families, and it's got a personality about it. You know how towns have personalities. And this town is truly Homeseeker's paradise.
It's a good town. It's a good, easy town to hang out in, raise a family.
Brookhaven has charming architecture, everything is convenient, the economy is alive and well.
We have the oil business is good down here. We have a lot of timber. We have a great medical community with over 30 physicians, a good local hospital. We've filled up 2 industrial parks and are building the 3rd one.
But Brookhaven's greatest asset is the people who live here, people who care about their town and each other. It's the people who are the magnet that attract other people to come here and be a part.
Had one sister who did move here. And she moved here strictly because of the beauty of the town. Her husband could kind of locate anywhere in the state, and they came here because of the educational aspects for their children, the climate, the feel. It's just a wonderful place.
And Brookhaven is still the prettiest town.
We're proud of things like the Mississippi School of the Arts here. These high schoolers from all over the state get their specialized education in buildings that once were Whitworth College. Proud of the health care available right here at home. Don't have to go to a big town far away. We're proud of the old depot that's been turned into a World War II museum by Brookhaven veterans. We're proud of our Victorian neighborhoods, where time runs a little slower than it does elsewhere in the 21st century. But it's our people that will make you want to become a part of Brookhaven. And it's our people who will keep you here once you come.
This is my anchor. See, I'm here. Yeah, this is it. I've locked myself down, yeah.
Brookhaven, a home seeker's paradise. It's not just a phrase, it's how we live in Brookhaven.